Alright, what is up? We're doing a most Chad mains tier list. So pretty much like if you're a Chad for maining the god, that's obviously. This is all my opinion, if you disagree with something, let me know in the comments and I want to see your thoughts. But yeah, don't take any of this to heart, it's just a little fun tier list. Yeah, let's get started. Oh yeah, before I get started, I guess I made this like last week, and my mic was not on, so it was just a video of me just putting them in places without any words. So here I am doing it again. Hopefully it doesn't take as long because I took like 50 minutes. It was a 50-minute video last time, so hopefully it's not that long. If it is, I'm probably not gonna explain too much. It really a lot of these you'll be like, you know what? I agree. I agree. Okay, anyway, Achilles. Uh, I'd say it's kind of cringe. Um, you know, yeah, you know. I say Agni. Agni's Chad for sure. Mega cringe. I don't even have to say you. You don't even have to be like good at the game to be good with AMC, if that makes sense. Um, like oh god, I freaking does so much damage. That's my least favorite god too. Oh, if he got taken out, I would be happy. Even though I'd still have to deal with Nox and Afro and them. But AMC, oh, oof. Okay, anyway, I'm taking too long. Um, Upwash, honestly, do I say Giga Chad? Because he's garbage. And yeah, anyway, okay, I need to stop explaining. I need to get through this. I don't want it to take too long. Amma, you're pretty Chad. On her, Honor's pretty Chad. Nubis, cringe. Mega cringe. You're getting carried by your god. That's about it. Afro, we already know. Everyone knows that. Um. Okay. Um. Apollo. I'd say pretty average. Um. Arachne. Mega cringe. Super easy. You just push 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, whatever you want. Doesn't matter what order you push them in. You just push them. Push your abilities in W key. That's all you do. Hold down left click, of course. You're a Chad if you play Ares for sure. Artemis, Artemis mains. You just push 4. That's all you really do. But I'll put it in average because it's not cringe. Because Artemis isn't like a wow OP hunter, that's mega cringe. We all know that. Athena pretty average. Atlas, Atlas is kind of Chad. Say pretty Chad. Awilix, pretty Chad. If you're making Awilix good, you're a Chad, 100%. Baba Yaga, I mean average. I mean there's nothing cool about her. What would make her Chad is just she's not a bad god. She does a really good damage, but it's just anyway. Bucket's not gonna lie, cringe. Like he's okay. He's a Chad like just playing him. It's goofy, but he's just cringe because he does so much damage. He's tanky, whatever. Annoying. Bakasura, I'd say pretty average. Not yeah, like I wouldn't say too cringe. I know it like what would be cringe if you push 4 and stuff, but you gotta wait till the right moment, and it's pretty easy to just kill you. Um, yeah. Uh, Baron. I'm not gonna lie, if you're a Baron, it's cringe. You just 3 and then put your abilities on him. It's just I don't know. I don't care for Baron too much. Bastet, this is right now mega cringe. So much damage. Blonna's pretty average. Gabrak, and if you play him as a support, you're pretty Chad. But you're mega cringe if you're just playing full blaster every game. But I'll play because you see that more often, so I'll just put it in cringe. Camazotz, pretty average. Actually, do I put him in cringe? Cause uh he God, this tier list is so different than when I did it last week too. It's kind of funny how I like my views have changed on these gods. Maybe I took more thought into it. I don't know. I'm not sure, or I'm just going through them pretty quick though. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, Camazotz, you're healing. You're healing. You just that's all you. Uh, that's all you playing for. Um, Cerberus, pretty average. Krynos, I'd say Chad, Shock, Cringe, Mega Cringe, Average. There's Chernobog. Like, I don't know. I'd put him in average, I guess. Chiron, um, not gonna lie, Chiron's Chad. I mean, his abilities do a lot of damage and stuff, but just the god self. You're Chad if you main that god. That's all I gotta say. Chiron, or not Chiron, this is Kronos. Pretty cringe. Kleena, if you're a Kleena main. Right now, at our current state, I'm not gonna lie, mega cringe. She's just so much damage. You're just so hard carried by the god. Um, Cthulhu, pretty average. I wouldn't say it's cringe or really anything. Cuchulainn, about average. Cupid, average. Like, I don't. He could flex into Chad easily. Daji, oh, I'm a Daji main. Oh no, I'm gonna put it in Giga Chad. No, put in average. Um, uh, Danza, probably pretty average. Discordia, she's super easy to use, but she's not like, I don't know, I'll just put her in average. I need to sneeze, oh god. Oh, god, bless me. Um, Mega Cringe, that's all, like, a lot of these I don't really have to explain. You're a Giga Chad. If you play her tanky support though, not up here. You have to be full damage. Player how a mage should be played. You're a Giga Chad, 100%. Fafnir, Giga Chad. No doubts about that. Fenrir in support right now, which that's where he's played the most right now. Mega cringe. Um, the god itself is probably average cringe, somewhere in this area. Freyja is pretty cringe. You just push your first ability and your second ability, and then you know do Freyja things. Ganesh, you're a pretty Chad. Um, Geb, Geb, I hate to say it, but cringe. Okay, this is mega cringe. Like, there's no questions asked. And it's funny. People who like main him just W key so hard, and a lot of times, like he's been so good ever since his release. He's like they've nerfed him, and he's still just really good. And I don't know, it's pretty adorable. I'm not gonna lie. Guan Yu, you're a Giga Chad. Let's be honest. Um, Hachiman, average. I mean, he does a lot of damage, but he's not like cringe at all, I guess. Hades, you're pretty Chad. Like that god is so bad, but he's probably still played more than like Bakasura and stuff. Kibo, wow, I'm blowing past through this like pretty fast, which no big deal. I just don't want to spend 50 minutes again because that's on this video. If I spend another like 50 minutes, that's almost 2 hours. Like it's closer to like an hour and a half, but still, it's just okay. All right. Kibo. He's not that good right now, to be honest. Just put him in average. Heimdall. I feel like Heimdall is kind of Chad, not gonna lie. He does a lot of damage, and he pushes 4, and then you just die. But that's a lot of gods. You can just push 4 and you insta-die. If you don't have beads or whatever, so. Put him in Chad. Just being good with him. Like, okay, once you're good with him, you're kind of, uh, like, it's not very Chad, but if you're, like, not good with him, I don't know. Just the god cell, I guess, is Chad. That's all. I don't know. Anyway, thinking about the mains too. The mains itself, like how toxic they are. I think in the last one I did, like last week, I put that in mind too. Like the mains, like even the people who play them, like if they're toxic or not. Because some of the mains, like, let's see, what? None of these mains are really toxic. I guess. Mm, but yeah, these mains toxic. These mains toxic. Let's last spam the entire time. I don't know. I guess that's what also I should take in consideration, which I think I'm doing too. I'm doing pretty good with that because um anyway, um hell. I mean, you're kind of hard carried by the like. I don't know. I guess hell is pretty average. There's nothing like, wow, you're a hell main. Wow, fancy. But it's not like the worst. I see it. I. Anyway, Hera. I'd say it's cringe. You just drop Argus. That's all you do, and then you just let Argus do all the work. Uh, Hercules is kind of Chad in a cringe way, so I have to be pretty cringe because he does so much damage. And stuff like that. Horus, I'd say average. I mean, it's kind of cringe because he's so easy, and he locks you down in one place. Uh, but like his payoff, I wouldn't say is like he's not like I don't know how to like you don't just pick Horus and you win the game, pretty much. Like someone like this god and this god. Um, Hoi, pretty cringe. All you do is sit there and line up ricochets, and most of the time they're just lucky ricochets. That's all it is. You don't even try. You just accidentally ricochet and it hits them for a triple bounce. It's just, and then you think you're really good. No thanks. Hunbats. Hunbats, I would say is Chad. Uh, I mean, yeah, except for his ult, but everything else, it's not. Isn't Nami your wave clear? Cringe. That's all you're really playing for is the pressure. Giannis, I'd have to put Chad. Like, I, uh, okay. Actually, do I put him in Chad? I'm kind of drawn between maybe putting him in cringe, so I'll put him in average actually, because he's just the amount of times he can just escape and stuff like that. Like he can get out of danger so easily. Jingwei right now. What's cringe about her is her safety, but she isn't even played right now. Like safety isn't really a big issue right now. Like you don't need to be safe 24/7. Um, so I guess that goes on the same lines with Giannis. But do I move him back up? Uh, I don't think so. You're not playing Giannis. You're not playing Giannis to be safe. That's just a feature he has. Jingwei, that's the only reason why you play Jingwei, so I would say he's pretty cringe. Jorm. I'm not gonna lie, Jorm is pretty Chad. Callie, kind of cringe. Capri, of course, Chad. King Arthur. Okay, he's been mega cringe in the past. When he was OP, mega cringe. But at this current state right now, so he's pretty Chad. He does like there's not a point in the game where you are just unstoppable or you feel good. It's just so if you pull him off, I guess you're pretty Chad. Um, Kukulkan about average. You just drop down your tornado, call it good. Um, Kumba is pretty Chad. Kuzumbo still pretty Chad. Except he's super like back in the day I would say he's pretty Chad, but now he's not as Chad. Like maybe down to average, but I'll keep him in Chad for now. But a lot of this, honestly, it could change, fluctuate. However, your thought process on it, it could be any way, to be honest. This is just obviously my opinion. Once again, I'll say that. Loki. Here, let me scroll down. Oh, I could just put him right there. Okay. Loki, we already know. Especially right now, the guy just does so much. You just have to land your abilities. You just one shot so easily, and your cooldown. Your abilities are up consistently. Like they're never on cooldown. Medusa, pretty average. Nothing like too crazy. Uh, Merc, you just Mercury things. Merlin, Morgan Le Fay. Milan's cringe. She does a lot of damage. She just so much. She did get nerfed. I don't see her played as much. The nerfed really wasn't a lot, but she just I don't know. I don't know why I don't see her be played that much. But I gotta put it there. Giga Chad, Deja. We all know. Neath, it's cringe. All you do is build the full ability based and you're all almost one shots and then you're one just ugh. Um Nemesis, if you're really good with Nemesis, I'd say you're a Chad. Like, but she's super easy to play. That's the bad thing, but like she has a very low uh uh ground. I don't know. It's the ground is not the word. What am I trying to think of? I know it's like she has a high ceiling, but like a low floor. Floor, that's the word. Ground. Okay. Anyway, uh, but that's why the low ground would make her like be average or something. Nike, you're pretty Chad. Um, Nox, pretty cringe. Unless if you're a mid lane, full blaster, which no one ever plays her in mid lane, and if you do, you're usually not doing anything. So it's just cringe. No one wants you in the mid lane unless if you're actually hitting your abilities, which most Noxes don't. No one wants you in the game. That's it. Nuwa, you just push 4. Wow, crazy. Odin, you're just alting and then you have a shield and you jumps up all the time. Uh yeah, I'd have to put him in cringe. Olorun's pretty Chad. He's not the easiest god to play. I wouldn't say he's broken. Um so like cringe broken. Osiris is pretty Chad, I'd have to say. Pele. Um, no, pretty average. She's not like crazy good right now, but she's not like weak. Mm, Persephone. Okay, you know what? Cringe. That god is. I might. You know what? I'm putting her in Mega Cringe, where she belongs. The ult is just stupid, and her rework is stupid, and well, not stupid and stupid, but just the amount of damage. It's just God, her damage is so easy. It's so much. And, Poseidon. Not gonna lie, all you do is try to crack in people. That's pretty cringe. It's the only reason why you play Poseidon. Um, but if you're popping off, most Poseidons just find one target and then just blow them up with the Kraken. That's it. But if you're hard carrying, that is pretty Chad. But you don't see that too often. It's just, you know, cringe. Uh, Raw, Chad. I don't have to say much. Chad. Raijin's pretty average. Rama, Chad. Ratatasker. If you're popping off with Rat, I'll give you that. He doesn't feel very good right now. I don't think he hasn't felt good in a while. Um, Irvana, pretty average, I guess. Scylla's pretty average. Circuit, Jungle Circuit here. Um, Support Circuit here. And so she's there. She's getting changed for the better, where she's not because the support. It's just I get it. Um, like having gods be able to flex into other roles, like assassins be support. It should be in the game. But when you're Circuit and you can build full tank and still one shot a squishy, that's not okay. And I like the change that Hi-Rez is doing to get her out of there, which she'll still be able to be support. She won't have the damage, but she still has great CC, great. She has the 100% anti-heal. She's not going to be a bad support. She'll still be picked up for sure. I don't know about Neja. Neja was picked in support. I haven't seen Neja picked in support in a long time. But still, I'd say it's still a valid pick if they buff Neja some way or because Neja, honestly, Neja is just not good at all right now. But yeah, we'll keep Circuit down there. Set, you just push for, wow, crazy. Shiva, I not in the game too long. Guess average is probably the only place to put him because I mean he puts you in his double two knockups keeps you not like not really one spot, but not technically one spot, but pretty much one spot. And his dash is dumb. I do like his ult though. His ult is pretty cool. I like watching him dance and stuff. Even though I'm on the enemy team and he's just W keying me, and I'm like, ow, I'm taking some damage and I can't kill this dude. Um, Scotty. If you're doing good with Scotty, you're a Chad. Scotty's garbage. Um, mm, Sobek is pretty cringe. Soul. She just does so much. You just, yeah, pretty cringe. Uh, Sun Wukong, pretty Chad. Like he does good damage, but he's not like uh. There's not much he like does that makes you just automatically win, if that makes sense. Um, Susano, the mains. This is all because of the people who play. Uh, Scroll down. Okay, we'll put him there, and then we'll slide him down right there. Just because of the mains who play him. all they want to do is link up with Afro. Not all of them, but like most of them. All they want to do is link up with Afro. If you're a Susano main and you're linked up with an Afro and you get a pentakill, that is not good. Okay, that is not a good clip. I 100% will always stand by that. Like, and that's all the Susano mains. They get like so many plays. Every single play you look, oh an Afro, oh an Afro, oh an Afro, oh an Afro. Okay, this guy isn't good. That's the cold-hearted truth. Not target, not like, but that's just the truth. I'm not trying to be rude about it or anything. Like I'm not saying you're like bad at the game, like, but just the clip itself is just not good. It's just, yeah, it's yeah. Anyway, um, but that is mega, mega, mega cringe. We should just put a mega, 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 mega cringe tier and just put these two together. And yeah, I haven't actually played against one of those in a long time. One of those combos. I used to play against. I think it's more common on like Xbox because I used to play on Xbox a few years ago, and I used to see them not like all the time, but once in a great while. But on PC, I've only seen it like once or twice. And it's been like a year probably or two since I've seen it. I think I've probably seen it once. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Sylvanas, you're a Giga Chad. Let's be honest. Hera, you're a Chad. Thanatos, you're a Chad. Uh, the Morgan, you're a pretty Chad because Morgan's not the hardest god, but not the easiest. More Chad than anything because you have to play a certain play style, and it's not like any other mage. Thor, of course, Thor is gonna be there. Where'd I put Bologna? Oh yeah, average. Okay. Thoth is pretty cringe. Um, Tiamat. Uh, do I say cringe or average? It's either between the two. I'd probably put cringe. Here we go. But cringe. Tier is pretty Chad. Uller. Put an average. He's not cringe because you have to be ahead to feel good, and you actually have to hit your abilities. They're not like the easiest abilities. Yeah, you one shot. Um, but he's not even that good right now, to be honest. Vamana is pretty Chad. Um, Vulcan, you're Chad. Shebal, Giga Chan, Shin Chen. I want to put some of these honestly up here. Do I put Vulcan up there? I think so. But Shin Chen is pretty Chad. Yamoja, cringe. Uh, Ymir's pretty average. Zeus. Zeus mains are cringe. They just laugh spam and they just do their thing. But the god itself isn't cringe. It's just the Zeus mains that make him cringe, I would say. Does a lot of damage, but he's easy to kill. And Zhonghui, I'd say pretty Chad. There's a guy I was gonna throw up here, and I can't remember who it was. Unless if I did. Did I throw them? But I can't think of what god it was. Uh, um, I probably did. I can't think of the god. It's probably Xing Chen, honestly. I don't know. Anyway, that's my tier list. Yeah, don't play cringe gods, but if you want to and have fun, you know, at the end of the day, you do you. It's in the game. Play the god. It's still cringe, but play the god. Have fun in your own way. And yeah, Well, thanks for watching. Just let me know what you agree on, who you main. If you main a cringe god and you say, yeah, it's pretty cringe, I like you. But if you say, yeah, if it's in mega cringe, most likely your god is mega cringe. Okay, but from here, and even some of these, I'd say at least most of these are up here. But if it's like some of them you think go down here, but mainly these middle three, they can be flux. Like a Chad could be actually cringe, a cringe could be Chad. Um, just let me know. Let me know what you're thinking. But yes, mega cringe, no doubt about it. Your early game sucks. So this Alcon could move to cringe, but I wouldn't say uh up to average. Like your early game, you gotta get through the early game, but late game, you're hard to kill. You just one shot people so hard, and carried by the god. You're carried by the god, and all these gods, not all of them, but most of them, you're carried by the god. Carried by the god. Carried by the god. Carried by the god. Carried by the cod. Carried by the god. I almost said cod, or was I saying cod? I don't know. Carried by the god. I wouldn't say you're carried by the god, but almost. It's not quite. Carried by the god. 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 Not really. Um, there's a little bit of skill in it and stuff. And you're not it's not like a super OP god to where it's just cringe. That's all it is. Um you're okay. Tanks are carried by the god. You're pretty much carried by the god. More like carried by the Afro, you know what I'm saying? Carried by the god in most scenarios. But yeah. But yeah, the ones I said you're not carried by the god. I mean, Tsukiyomi could probably move to cringe. Susano, if the mains that didn't link up with Afro. Most of the people who main Susano link up with an Afro, let's be honest. But if you're not one of those, you can move up. It's, yeah. If you're a Susano that doesn't go, you're more like average slash Chad, I would say. Um, let's see. But yeah, all the gods I said that aren't carried, they could be moved. They could be moved out of Mega Cringe, but Mega Cringe is Mega Cringe. And I'm not saying like some of these gods that are in here, I'm not gonna like look through all of them. It's gonna take some time. I'm trying to get in this video. Um, but some of these gods are carried by the god. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I can find one, really. And some of these are kinda carried by the god, like um, I'm not. Um, I know some of these I could go over, they're kind of carried by the god, so. But I'm looking for one that's like stands out. That's like, yeah, that is carried hard by the god. Well, I guess I could say Izanami cringe isn't, yeah, but she's in cringe, so it's kind of there. You're carried by the god for Zeus for sure. Um, but yeah, a lot of these are pretty carried. Most of these aren't carried by the god. Like you're not, you're not, unless if you're tanky. You're not, 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 and you're not. So, hey, that's pretty much another way you can look at it. Um, but a lot of these can, like these three middle can move anyway. Mostly this one and this one. I know I said that anyway. Anyway, let's get off. Yep, this is the tier list. Thanks for watching, and yeah, bye.